February 26th. Dear VJ, great news. I'm officially a pitcher for the Lakeview Flying Squirrels. Yes, our team name is the Flying Squirrels. Please don't laugh. When I asked Coach K about it, he just kind of grunted and made a not happy face. Okay, so it's not a cool name, a team name like the Giants, but I don't care. The only thing that matters is that I'm on the team. I've got a uniform now and everything. It's bright blue with gray letters that read Cohen across the back. There's also a logo for Mike's Plumbing, the best in Northern California, or at least that's what it says. I guess everyone tried out for teams a few weeks ago and stuff, but obviously I didn't because I didn't even know that I could play baseball for real. Coach K said he had to pull a few strings with the league so I could join the Flying Squirrels after everyone already picked teams. At first, I didn't understand what that meant. Did he actually tug strings for me? What color were they? Were they like shoelaces or twine? But then he explained that he just had to talk with the people in charge and stuff. They said it was okay I didn't go through the usual tryout since Lakeview is a tiny town. Coach K said our division of the Apricot League is considered non-competitive. Honestly, I don't know what that's even supposed to mean. Everything seems plenty competitive to me. You probably don't know what the Apricot League is. Until a few days ago, I didn't know either. So I'll tell you. It's sort of like Little League, but it's not. We're our own league. Coach K says the Apricot League is very popular in our part of California. Personally, I wish it were called something different. I don't like apricots. They're just so wrinkly, but I guess that's not very important. Here's a much more important thing. I'm wearing number 49, just like you. I read once that 49 is traditionally a knuckleballer's number as a tribute to Hoyt Willem, who is the most awesomest knuckleballer ever. I mean, Hoyt kept pitching until he was 49 years old into the Hall of Fame and everything. Now I get to wear a number that honors him. How great is that? Something not so great. The boys on my team, Coach K's son is totally the worst. Do you remember him? His name is Kyle, and he's a pitcher too. I have to admit, he's pretty good. He throws a fastball and a curveball and is working on a changeup. No knuckleball, though. Today was my first practice. When it was time for me to pitch, my whole body trembled so much that completely threw me off for the first 3 pitches. They skittered straight into the dirt, at least a foot away from the catcher. It was so embarrassing, VJ. I just knew Kyle and the others were thinking, why is she even here? I closed my eyes and tried to forget about all the people and their noise. I tried to remember what it feels like when I throw to Nate. Just him and me in the backyard. It worked. My next set of pitches was good. Almost no rotation. Lots of zigzagging and zigging and zagging. I smiled at the catcher, who did a great job. He only missed about half the balls, which for his first time catching the knuckleball is super amazing. But when I finished, I saw that awful Kyle staring at me with the biggest scowl on his face. Then he came up to me and spoke. I remember every single mean word. Just so you know, I don't care what my dad thinks. You never would have made it through tryouts. You're not even a real pitcher. That pitch is just a lame-o trick. Everyone will figure that out soon enough, and when they do, it's bye-bye. What a horrible jerk. I'd like to see him do it if he thinks it's so easy. Now that I'm home and telling you about everything, I realize I should have said that to Kyle. I should have said something smart. But once he started insulting me, I just got prickly all over, and I couldn't think of the right thing to say. You're mean, I told him. He laughed hysterically, and so did the other two, the 2 other boys who always lurk around him. My face got even hotter underneath my flying squirrel's cap. I knew I'd made a mistake, but I had no idea how to fix it. Sandra from Social Skills Group always says we should ignore bullies, but how can I possibly ignore Kyle when he tells me I'm not a real pitcher? I couldn't do it, VJ. Oh, look. It thinks it can speak to us, one of Kyle's friends said. I think he plays second base, but I haven't learned his name yet, and now I don't want to. While he talked, he did this weird squeak with his voice, sort of like a cartoon character. The boys laughed at me again. My heart thumped so hard I could feel the blood swishing around in my ears. I clutched my old, scuffed-up baseball in my hand and kept trying to think of something I could say to make things better. Or maybe just run for it. But those boys are faster than me. I couldn't convince my feet to budge. Luckily, Coach K's deep voice cut through their howling. Fielding drills. Everyone in center field now. Thank goodness for Coach K. For the rest of practice, I did my very best to keep far away from them. Have you ever met ball players like Kyle, VJ? Boys who think you're not good enough? I'm guessing no, because you're such a great pitcher and everything. I hope the other boys on the team aren't like this. They already know each other, of course. They've played together since they were little kids in t-ball. So I'm the weird one, as usual. Well, it doesn't matter. I get to play ball. Probably. They wouldn't kick me out after giving me a uniform, right? Even though I didn't try out for the team like everyone else. I mean, Coach K said it didn't matter, and he is more important than stupid Kyle. Ugh. I don't even want to think about it right now. Anyway, Mom is still being weird about me playing baseball. After practice, she asked a million questions. Did my arm hurt? Were the boys nice to me? And did I really still want to keep playing baseball? Of course I do, I said, because duh. Mom didn't say anything, but her lips twitched all funny. Oh well, she can't keep acting like this forever, right? At least Dad is happy for me. Today, he said, you could be the best Jewish pitcher since Sandy Koufax. Maybe even the best ever. Who knows? Of course, I had to giggle at that. I mean, Sandy Koufax was left-handed, more than a foot taller than me, and threw a wicked curveball. I've tried throwing that pitch, and believe me, it does not curve. It is more like a wiggle ball. But even though Dad was being ridiculous, I kind of loved that he said it. I wonder why he doesn't say that kind of thing to Mom. From Vivy. P.S. I know teammates are supposed to root for each other. Coach K says so. But is it really so wrong for me to hope that Kyle gives up a grand slam?